That's great.
Crunch.
Hello, everybody. How
many swings does it take to get to the end of the Tootsie Roll? The world may never know.
God.
Yes, hi, everybody. Welcome back to Revenge of the Crits, the final session of the year. Isn't it exciting and sad? Don't worry,
In a TV show, this is where someone dies.
I'm gonna be so anxious waiting for the next one.
Oh,
Just saying that right now.
Oh yeah, I've got some plans. If we're ending tonight, I'm gonna, or at least I'm gonna have so many fucking hangers for y'all to just drive you mad with anticipation.
Right.
Anticipate. Say it!
But yes, hi everybody, welcome to Revenge of the Crits, and just quickly going around, before we get into things, I'm your DM, Kevin, is in the past, present, and probably the future. Yeah, we're just gonna keep running this thing, and we're gonna go in 2 years, and probably in like a few months, which is crazy, but yeah, I am so excited to see where this fucking next arc goes. It's gonna get wild. But yeah, next up down the line, we have Christian.
Hello, my name is Kappa, also going by Christian. I play Soren. I totally dropped that tagline. Anyway, I'm excited as well for the this is gonna be a cool session, and then coming back in January, right? We got some stuff in the works. I'm excited.
Yeah. And after that, we have Raz, otherwise played by Tati.
Yo, Tati here. I play your favorite edgy electric boy, former Sith, now on the path to becoming a Grey, Raziel. I'm excited for tonight, and I can't wait for what's to come in the future. Let's get it on.
Yeah, and after him, we got Jinkles.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm the lovely Jinkles, or Love Jinkles. I play Shir'iven, and I'm about ready to lose my mind so that this is going to be the last session of the year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's, oh god, I'm not gonna lie, I might get a tad emotional, like, towards the end with the shit I have in mind, but you'll see. And finally, last but not least, our good boy, Chase.
Everybody, I'm Chase. I play RCO947 Viper. If you're nasty, God, it's gonna be my last one of the year. Fuck. Oh God, I'm just now realizing that. Well, episode 52, folks. This is where we take our break. So whatever happens, let's leave it all to God at this point.
Yep.
I hope the mic captured that. I just cracked open a cold one. Because Lord knows I'm gonna need it.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be intense. But without further delay, let us begin Revenge of the Crits.
We're ending on the most challenging part of all for Viper, fatherhood.
Father.
And we go with a recap right now.
So, Coruscant has been quite lovely this time of year. Got some shopping in, ready for whatever adventure we come across next. I started way too early. Damn. I always mess this up anyway. For me, Soren, there's a few things that I've need to get done, but in my errands, I met someone who I did not believe I would ever meet outside of the Chiss homeworld. Another Chiss. One that goes by the name of Thrawn. Nothing inherently suspicious about him, it's just caught me off guard. And then after that, I had a talk with Shiri about our current situation with the whole Chancellor Special Senate Task Force. Apparently, the Jedi Order doesn't have any information about those that we have suspicions about, I've got the bright idea to look elsewhere.
Indeedy. Now I will get this bad boy loaded in. Oop, just 1 second. All right. So, friends, foes, and undecided. We continue from where we left off as Soren and Shiri have a moment alone in the in Shir'iven's quarters in the Jedi Temple. Meanwhile, Viper was off just giving some instruction to his newly assigned squad to aid as an advisory role in order to try to improve the squad's cohesion. And Raziel recently finished a very harrowing race with a young Anakin Skywalker. So, Shir'iven, Soren, the room is to yourselves. Is there anything you'd like to discuss or do while you are in the Jedi Temple?
Was there anything else we really needed to talk about?
No, all we did was cover that Jedi records aren't going to have information. We don't think that Jedi records are going to have information on a task force specifically excluding Jedi folks. So, I'm gonna try and try my hand at something else.
Okay.
Different strategy, and that's where we left off with that.
Mm-hmm.
Shiri told me to be careful, and someone was like, my middle name is Careful. Other than that, I didn't really have anything else.
Okay, so like we'll say like you're like probably like about to leave the room then, Soren, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, so I'll report back with my findings later tonight, depending on how far I can get into this bit of research.
Just be careful out there. That's all I ask.
Okay, my first and middle and last names are Careful. Just putting that out there.
Thought it was Soren.
You know what I mean. All the best to you, Shiri.
And to you, Soren.
And just as you are about to leave the doors, you come across, right here,
Son of a bitch!
standing at the doorway,
Oh, god damn it! This guy again.
just waiting there, just like,
Oh, apologies, my young friend. I was waiting to speak with
This
Master
motherfucker.
Shiri.
Who are you?
Master
Soren, this...
Yes, I am Master Dooku of the Jedi High Council. Shir'iven has spoken quite highly of you, Soren.
as he like does a little curtsy bow.
Oh, I believe that 100%. That Shiri would sing my praises. Thank you, Shiri, so much.
Very trusted teammate.
Very nice to meet you. Master Dooku, High Master Dooku.
Just Master Dooku or Master Dooku is perfectly acceptable, my friend. If I could have a moment alone with her.
Master Dukes. No?
Oh,
He's just giving you
Soren, I'll-
literally that token face, just like so disapproving.
Well, sorry.
I'll
busy.
catch
I'm
up
going-
with you later, Soren.
Of course. You'll have to forgive me, Master Dukes. I must be on my way.
He steps to the side, letting you leave.
And Soren's patented shit-eating grin as he waves goodbye to both of them.
Sly dog.
Shiri kind of like as Soren's leaving the room, her Leiku are kind of like twitching nervously, like then like as soon as like Soren leaves, they kind of like settle down like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then she kind of like shoots a look at Dooku. Yes, sorry. He was coming and checking in on a few things for our upcoming mission. Is there anything I can do for you, Master Dooku?
I believe so. You seem rather on edge, my child. Tell me.
As he like sort of like offer like sort of motions like for you to take a seat.
You seem very troubled, and I want to be of assistance, if possible, to put your mind at ease.
Shuri's going. Like, is he sitting on her bed?
Oh no, he's not sitting. He's like still standing up. He like is like sort of like pushing you guys to like saying you might like sort of motioning like you might want to sit down.
Yeah, Shuri kind of sits on the edge of her bed in front of him, hands resting on her lap. I truthfully, it's the war is getting to me. So much stress. I'm coming back and being thrown into the general role. It's something I'm not used to yet, I guess.
It is quite understandable as he like sort of goes to sit opposite from you. I too have had my reservations about Jedi taking on these leadership roles in the military, as we are peacekeepers by nature, and it is certainly not what I signed up for in my youth. Or, rather, what they told me I'd be doing.
It's what none of us signed up for. We were almost forced into being in this role with Senator, and it's way too much, I guess. But the horrors of war thus far don't compare to my time away, to be quite honest. For instance, that General Grievous somewhat haunts my mind.
I see. I do agree that some time at home has done you well, especially hanging with consulting with Kenobi.
He is really the closest person I have from the past. Everyone else is either too busy or
dead.
Yes. Then she kind of looks upset at that when he mentions death. She kind of like looks down into her lap.
He like gets up and goes,
My apologies. I don't mean to be cross. It's the facts of life and what the Separatists or whoever it was that brought down Elijah. When I had heard that Elise caught wind that you had left, I at first admittedly was a bit disappointed in your actions. However, it cannot be denied that you took a path that no other knight or master would have the gall to take on themselves. Much like what happened with Kenobi and Maul all those years ago.
Of course.
Sherry, what if I were to propose that you could have something similar to what you had with Elijah?
What? She kind of looks at him like shocked for a second, searching his eyes somewhat for like some sort of like joke or something.
make an insight check.
Ah, fuck, hold on, where's my window?
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
Man,
Is it-
there's about...
Shiri's Leiku are kind of twitching again.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 9. Shit.
Alright.
And he goes, well, of course. Even an old man. Just because I'm an older master doesn't mean I can't read a sprouting relationship when I see one. Even as children, you got along a bit too well. The other masters might not be aware, but I certainly was. Or at least had my suspicions.
I can't deny it. I know, but what did you mean about having that again? What?
Well, I see how you are with Kenobi. There is attachment. When your eyes light up like the explosions of several thousand stars when you see him.
I'm going to... Okay, keep going.
And he goes, but if the Jedi Order is still acting as it is, with its dogmatic ways, I fear that Kenobi might get lost in... Either he falls to the side or he falls on the field of battle, and I would really prefer that history not repeat itself. You and him are one of the few in this order who I consider friends. And Qui-Gon as well. When he died, I was more than frustrated, furious even. I wanted to confront Maul myself when I had heard of his return, but I knew that a battle like that would surely cost me my life, and as well as my role in the Council. However, I think if you and I, and Kenobi as well, if he comes around to you convincing him, perhaps we can change the ways of the Order to take more direct action in such cases. Shall you say a renaissance or a rebirth of the Order is what we can bring. And perhaps in that rebirth, an attachment that you desire will not be so discouraged.
As outdated as the Jedi Order's rules are, I don't know what else could be changed from it, the attachment bonds. What, not involving ourselves in wars like this? That was our plan at the beginning. There's too much to even think about at this moment in changing such things. As much as I would like to pursue something like that again, I also can't risk losing another person I care about.
Kind of raises his eyebrow.
I understand. Though that it is your decision and I will choose to respect it.
I'll consider looking more into this, but the most politics I've gotten into have been the situation on Mandalore. I mean, changing the minds of a Jedi Order is difficult, to say the least, and I'm sure I wouldn't be looked at with much love or respect. I'll be looked at as the Twi'lek who left.
He
The
gets
ghost.
down. He kind of gets down to your side and puts a hand over your shoulder and goes,
My dear, it won't be just the two of us and Kenobi. I have many allies that would be convincing in swaying.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
In swaying the Jedi Order opinion.
Bad touch.
All I ask is that you trust me as you did Qui-Gon and your master.
I will need time to think on this, Count Dooku. If that is all I ask. Let me have the time to think this over, especially with my mission coming up. When I return, I'll have an answer for you.
He gets up to go and goes, I understand. Though, I would be careful about this mission if it may be difficult to secure council approval for it. Unless you thought about it, my offer a little more. Perhaps I can sweeten the pot for the council, in your case.
You motherfucker.
Fuck!
How long until the team gets here?
We got about just over a week. Maybe like a week and a half.
Then give me the week to think it over.
Of course. I trust you will come to the right decision. Good day.
As he, does another curtsy bow and leaves your quarters.
Door shuts, and she's just like... she knows that her droid is in the corner. She just looks at him and just goes... Griff. Oh god, that's gonna be fun to talk about with the group in Kenobi!
This motherfucker!
Oh god.
Alright.
I was nearly
So,
ready for this
I'm-
commanded
before
to talk
we
about
trans-
play just the wise.
Darth
You know
Vader
what?
was-
God.
I'm gonna send a message to the group before we... If you're deciding to transition out from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're deciding to transition out from me, I'm gonna send a message to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting at my quarters tonight. Please. Urgent. And send that off. And then I'm gonna send a message off to Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Important development concerning Dooku. Need to speak further. What time is good for you? Send that off.
Alright. Message sends. It'll take a bit for him to respond, but
That's fine.
yeah, after a few hours, probably around midday, he'll get back to you going, probably most likely closer to midnight or 2400 hours I should be available. We can either meet in the archives or the gardens, my quarters, whichever you prefer.
Your quarters might be best. Need to keep this on the down low as much as possible.
Send you a thumbs up emoji.
He would.
He would. But yeah,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan and Raz, Viper, and Soren all get the message.
Yeah, and each of you can respond either privately or just general confirmation or anything else.
Soren will respond. I'm still just around the corner. I could come back.
You see, Soren, you how? Okay, this is actually very important. How far away from Shir'iven's quarters were you?
He's stalking.
Well, okay, so I sent you a message, and I didn't know if it made it through. But anyway,
Okay.
Seeing Master Dukes coming in, Soren immediately just kind of okay, I'm gonna pretend to leave and go in a different direction, but stay close by in case you need support. And so you would have received a message that is kind of coded, but you would understand it to be hey, I can come back if you need support. That's the dude we're suspicious about, ? So he's around. He's not.
Yeah, Shiri gives like, is that the dude we're suspicious about? Yes, very much so.
Hold on. I will.
Yeah, you can actually
send it. I will send it to you. I didn't know if I was supposed to send it or Kev was just gonna.
I mean, if you want to send the messages to my DMs, I can get the thing.
Yeah. Well, from now on, just to ease things up, if there is something communication text-wise you want to send to each other, and the situation doesn't, your comms are jammed, then yeah, you can just text each other that way.
Suspicion can't see us looking real full.
Yeah. Like that?
Oh god.
Here, I'll put it in Twitch chat just so that people can. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would have gotten that message in the middle of the thing. But Soren is nearby and can be back within a few minutes.
We can. We'll have the meeting if anyone else can meet up.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay.
Ooh.
But yeah, actually, we'll cut over to Raz. What are you up to right about now?
At this point, he finished up that thing with Anakin and Brass.
Mm-hmm.
Against his better judgment, he's gonna try to find D-Gig.
Okay. I'll say, you go over to the most logical places where you remember spending a lot of time with D-Gig. First, you go over to your quarters, nothing, and then off to the archives, nothing, and then you remember the gardens were were one of her favorite spots, and then you kind of see her there just trying to get into a meditation, and she's looking a bit. She's not as flustered as when she left.
Is she the only one in the gardens?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Seeing this, I'll slowly enter and make my way to her.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, she's still caught up in the meditation. She does not appear to notice you.
He's gonna sit down next to her. And until she's done, he'll kind of go into his own meditative trance as well, just to kill some time. And he'll get out of it if she gets out of it. But he's just gonna be there for her.
Okay. I'll say, as you guys are both meditating, it takes a couple seconds, and she's kind of opens her one eye, looking at you, giving you a scan, then goes back and goes, "Certainly took you long enough."
I'm sorry. Got held up with something.
I'm sure it was something very important. I just wish you had told me about that thing you saw when we were alone, and not with him there.
I wanted to tell you, but how do you break the news? That you get a vision that someone you care about is gonna get killed by your brother? How do you try to spit that out?
Well, ideally, it's not in front of your supposed brother.
Look. It was hard seeing this too. Viper would never do this of his own volition. He wouldn't. Out of all of the missions I've been on with him, he's not that kind of person. Something else is going on, and I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. But it's scary.
Coming from you, that's just... And I thought you've seen everything. She kind of like gets out of the trance and like starts slumping a little bit, like looking at her hands and like they're shaking, and goes, I almost lost it in there. I could have snuffed him out, crushing his throat right then and there if I wanted to. But I couldn't. Not in front of you. Not in front of Master. I've been in this temple for too long. I've never had the courage to go out and actually take that violence out on the forces that threaten everything I love. Now that it's so close to home, I don't know where I'm really safe.
Raz, he slowly tries to put one of his hands over her trembling hand. If she allows it.
She will.
I don't know what reassurance this gives, but you're safe with me. If you can't trust anyone else, I hope you know that at least. I have seen death. I've seen and suffered loss. And I'm tired of it. If you think I'm gonna let whatever dark vision of a future that has yet to come to pass, if you think I'm going to let that happen, you're mistaken. I swear, I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure you are safe.
She kind of looks to you, like tears like slightly welling up, but she wipes one away. Even if that means killing your brother.
He kind of winces for a moment, looks back down, and then back at Digeg.
You know this as well as I do, that these visions from the Force are nothing to be taken lightly. Even in your circumstances, when it was the dark side tempting you, it is a likely outcome. I don't know by how much, but it is a possibility, what you saw.
I know. I want to be proven wrong, but Shir'iven says time and time again that the Force works in mysterious ways. Even so, and he kind of looks at his free hand and then clenches it. it doesn't mean that outcome will happen. Even if it does, it doesn't mean I can't protect as many people as I can, including you. Maybe I'm not strong enough yet. Maybe I still have a ways to go. But if there's a chance to save you and my brother and everyone I care about from getting killed, I'll do whatever it takes.
She closes her eyes and, like, starts to stand up and back turned to you and goes, I need more time to sit on this. I know you have something very important coming soon with him, and maybe then you just watch him closely. I just... And she just starting off.
DK,
She'll turn back for a second, but then, like, she'll, like, notice, like, other, like, Jedi masters and, like, coming with a group of Padawans, and she just puts up her hood and then just rushes into the temple.
he kind of, like, has his hand up, and then once she leaves, he puts it down.
I'll say, as, like, that happens, like, you just, like, get, like, a little poke by your legs. And, like a wooden stick, it feels like.
Huh? He looks at where he's being poked.
And it is, appears to be Master Yoda. This being...
Trouble you seem, young Raz.
Yoda, I didn't see you there.
Hard to be seen, am I? Sir, as is the case of thy stature, please, inform me what troubles you, my child.
He sort of, like... he'll kind of, like crawl up on top to the... just, like, the opposite, like, side of the tree. Or, like, just sitting, like, right next to pretty much where D-Gig sit.
Okay. He'll slowly move to the opposite end and sit in front of him. Oh, well, if you're willing to indulge, non-Jedi's, problems, I suppose.
He goes,
900 years I've been around this temple. Time, the one thing I have, yes. Please.
as he sort of motions for you to speak when you're ready.
It's... the visions have me worried. But perhaps not in the way you might expect.
Kind of raises an eyebrow at that.
I know Jedi normally don't. They try to, discourage attachments with anyone. But as a non-Jedi, I can't abide by that. I'm worried for the people I care about. My team. My friends on Coruscant that I've made. Even my clone brothers. I may not be one of them, but you haven't seen what I've seen. And I don't think any of the Jedi here have. They're not just numbers, they're people. And what I saw wasn't Viper. He wouldn't do that to a Padawan like Digeg. He wouldn't. And yet it feels like everyone is already distrusting him and every other clone when we don't know what the real problem is. And I don't know how to keep him safe or anyone safe.
Strong is a shroud of the dark side. On Coruscant, especially. Much left uncovered about the clones there is. In your time with Maul, feel this way, did you, about your droids?
I mean, we didn't have the strongest relationship, but yeah, I suppose. They all had their own weird personalities, but I didn't just see numbers with them. And I don't see it with clones. Chalk it up to how I was raised on Erdonia, but I believe everyone has a chance and choice to do what they will with their lives. And I want to give them that choice.
Agree with that. I do as well. Hopeful I am, the clone's purpose is still genuine good. Aside for DS and Dooku were the ones who created them.
Oh, wait. I don't know if that might be a thing. Oh, shit. That's right. It is.
But, perhaps more to look into the clones there must be. Trust the investigation we must, to find the results to protect those we care for.
I hope you're right. I just hope that investigation doesn't lead to... I just hope... I'm hoping for the best, obviously, but... I hope the rest of the Jedi Order can learn to have an open mind about the clones. Like you.
In this war, hope. In the times of war, hope is all we have. Hold on to it. Cling to it. As long as hope exists, a chance for victory, and the light side to win, there always is.
Well, that's something I can agree with, too. There's always hope.
Need anything else, do you?
No, I believe that'll be all. You've given me, something to think about, I guess. I don't want to take up any more of your time, so... thank you. And he kind of gives a short bow from where he's sitting.
And he returns a bow in kind. And goes,
Glad you are. Glad I am to see you have chosen the right side. Look forward to seeing what you do. Yes.
to see you there too, wherever you may be.
If all is well, by the war's end, still around I should be.
I mean, I should hope so. Well, he was about to make a comment, but he kind of like zips himself. You're spry for someone of your age.
When 900 years old you reach, see how spry you are,
Please, I would barely get to 180.
Well, leave you to your activities, I will. Much you have on your plate, I assume.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, and he
And
just
he starts
hobbles-
to get up.
Yeah, and Yoda will like sort of crawl down the bench and grab a stick and go back to the Padawans.
He watches them go and kind of looks out at the. What time is it in the day?
It's about afternoonish, yeah.
Okay, he'll just look out at the sky, the sun, think for a moment to himself, and then heads off.
All right. Do you want to hit up Hugh Yang to sort of get your lightsaber looked at?
You know what? I think I will, yeah.
Okay.
So that's something he wants to do.
Raz breaks his lightsaber too.
God, no, please. Not another one.
Nah. Should be
Two.
straightforward. But all right. So you head over to Hugh Yang's as you see like the sign is like, like closed for the day, and then he sort of goes like, all right, well, I'll just be on my break. And then he sort of like sees you like walking up and goes, oh, Raziel, it is so good to see you. Totally everything's fine here. I was just about to head to my my break. Is there something I could be of assistance for you?
Yes, unless I'm interrupting something, I would like a change with my saber.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, please come right this way. It should only take me a couple of minutes if it's a simple adjustment. And he'll sort of like, you see, roll me a perception check.
Okay. uh... 14, not bad.
14. Yeah, you clearly see, like, as he's, like, turning away, and, like, he's, like, just fumbling, like, some wooden box, it looks like, behind his arms, and, like, on his back arms, he's, like, keeping it clenched down, he's, like, trying to, like, adjust everything as he's, like, unlocking stuff, but you catch him, like, he's, like, clutching, like, this, box seemingly fitting a double lightsaber, or that's big enough for two. Just sort of there on his back.
Okay. What's with all the boxes?
Huh? Oh, that's nothing to worry about. I just fixing up a saber for a customer. A little kerfuffle happened, and on their part, I just they wanted to make a couple repairs. It's totally nobody honestly.
I swear to God.
Why did you say that last part? It makes you sound suspicious.
And the second, like, as you ask that, he goes like, "Oh, look, the door is finally open. Yes, please present me your saber, and I'll give it a nice quick fix. Just let me know what exactly you need."
He just kind of stares at him for a quick few moments, eyebrow raised.
If he was
And then
organic, like, he'd be sweating bullets right now.
And then after, is he like gesturing me to the door, or like what?
Oh yeah, like the door, like to enter his little shop is like closed behind him, and now like he's in like the little port to come like
Ah,
sort of like
okay,
the stand.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after that, Raz kind of shakes out of his stupor a little bit. Still confused, but grabs out his saber and puts it on the stand. Well, trying to ignore that bit. I'd like to customize my saber.
Oh,
I'm-
yes.
Looking for something, well, I'm trying to get into more blaster training, so ideally, I would like to be able to use both on the fly.
Fascinating idea. The blasters
And I
aren't.
don't
Mhm.
And I don't think that my saber as is going to be. It's gonna get in the way too much.
If you don't mind me holding it for a moment, as he like sticks like his one hand out.
Sure. He gives it to him.
And like as he does, he like his monocle eyes sort of like both like flow down as he's like looking at every little thing. Oh yes, very patched together design. It's still could use a little cleaning up, I think. As he sort of will like turn his back and like go, if you'll excuse me a moment, as he's like using his arms and like going around all these shelves, and like you see like more arms are like going through each of the little cubbies and all like the different parts.
Yeah, Raz just eyes him as he does all this.
Yeah, and you actually like, see him like take apart like the entire saber and like actually remove the crystal out very carefully. And like he's like most of like the saber parts of like your original saber are like kind of tossed, you know, in like an incinerator. He just sort of
Oh.
like just anything that like doesn't like look form fitting. He kind of goes, all right, just and like as like he's doing it, he goes, tell me, would you prefer if it still had its capabilities of the two blades igniting, or would you prefer to keep it to a more one-handed style?
I mean, I suppose I'll gonna be using one-handed for a bit with what I have in mind, so, yeah. That.
All right. And as like he sort of keeps going through it and finds like all like these components, he'll sort of fashion together a new saber. And this time, like it has some components similar to Soren's, you notice, but a little more modernized. Like sort of the crossguard is like has actually like the Republic or the Jedi symbol on it from either side, and like it has like another like a wrist guard as well.
Ooh, alright.
Yeah. And he goes, I think you might find this a little bit, while it doesn't have the flair of a double saber, I believe it'll suit your desires quite well for something that's good in the one hand and also fits a more dexterous build that you possess. As he sort of presents the saber back to you.
I take it and look at what what he did to it.
Yeah, and yeah, you see like, you know, the guards or like the hilt sort of like now like has like a more like think of forgetting the name or like the names of like the skins from Fallen Order, but like the lightsaber hilt has like very a lot of sort of engravings on it, like just sort of, you know, like yeah, like you see like, you know, the Jedi symbol on the crossguard, and like both like the hilt itself has like some little lightning engravings, it looks like at least like little lines across it. And yeah, at least like and like on the there's like an engraving on the wrist guard as well that says your name in Arabish. That he sort of does on there.
That's cool.
Yeah, and like he has like a little clip, so like on the end of it, like all saber, so it can just easily attach and reattach on the belt. And now you now possess a light rapier.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, and let's see what we can give this thing. Do any special properties? We'll say that this has the. Let me find these properties. There's so many of them. We'll say that it has. Like it's for now. Like this is all you know. So like it just has. It's now light. It has the finesse property. It still does the same damage of your old saber, and I'm assuming you ignite it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and you see that it's as like you're turning it on, you notice that the blade is now adjustable in length.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's still like available like in one hand, but you can at the cost of I'll say you can give it the reach property, though if you are attacking from that range, the damage die goes down to a d6, but now your weapon now has reach if you are intending to use it. So it's more like of a proper fencing, but you have like extra range with it.
All right. Whoa. Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and he goes.
He just.
Oh, go ahead.
He just kind of like gives the saber a few swings, testing it out, and then looks back at the droid.
Oh, I trust you are liking its form and flow. It's suiting quite well with your style.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Like what you've done with it.
Well, I aim to please. I think for as far as costs goes for these upgrades, if you could pass a measly 1,500 credits, and forget you saw that box as well.
Consider it done. And he hands over the credits to the droid, assuming like he's got his hands out, and he drops it.
Yeah. It's like you sort of like smack him on the table, and he just like very quickly just his behind the hand just like swings and just like puts him behind the counter. A pleasure doing business as always.
A pleasure doing business with you too. Thank you.
Good. Now I will be going to my break, so if you'll excuse me, as he like closes down like the thing in front of you.
I imagine just like he's closing shop, like it's just right inches from his face, and Raz just has to pull back ever so slightly.
Yeah, it's like that scene where like fucking is it Riz from Monsters Inc. just like closes the door like Mike Wazowski's fingers? It's just
yeah, Raz, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just
This office is now closed.
But yeah,
Could you imagine if Ross was in charge of making lightsabers though?
Oh my god.
God, you go to Sabi's workshop in Galaxy's Edge, and it's just Roz.
Pretend you saw nothing.
General Shir'iven!
The green crystal, used by the likes of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ahsoka Tano, and so forth.
The Kyber crystal is cracked again.
It was not done by me.
Oh my god.
And don't even get me started on the puce crystals.
You forgot to you forgot to sign up for the Padawan traveling.
I'm watching you, youngling. Always watching.
God damn it. Honestly, like, I'm willing to say Raz is just like Roz exists, but she's just a hut, just chilling.
I was gonna say
someplace.
Roz
Roz
Hut.
somewhere.
Roz, yeah.
Sinpachu no pudo, Jedi.
But is that everything you're doing in the temple, Raz?
Yeah, like Rez, he's got like his head back as that closes, just like, okay then. Next stop. And he awkwardly just walks out of there.
All right. Okay, next down the list, let's go to Viper. Is there
Oh,
anything you're
maybe.
doing, like, right, like, we'll say, like, on your end, you know, you just finished assigning Crate Squad all those assignments, and, you know, for the week before your squad arrives, is there anything you're doing on your own personal time? Like, we'll say, like, before you get to the message from Shiri.
Viper's just gonna be just doing some maintenance on the old bolt caster, just making sure everything's up in ordnance, just armor, all that jazz.
All right. Yeah, everything looks to be in order. Yeah, it just appears to be like just, you know, just needs a little bit cleaning, same as usual. And, yeah, just seems to, you know, yeah, seems to be in order. And I'm assuming you're in your quarters, or are you just chilling out, like, in like, open barracks or mess hall or something?
In his quarters. In his quarters. He'll probably go out into barracks for just a little bit though.
Okay. I'll say, like, you get, like, a quick little boom, 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 just, like, just outside your quarters.
Enter.
And you see it is, Pharos.
Oh! Hi! Hey there, sport! I swear to God, if this Okay, alright, no, alright. Yeah, no. Well, I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, she goes, Mr. Viper, sir?
Ferris, well, this is unexpected. This is, well, not unexpected, just sooner than I thought. At ease, and please, no formalities.
Oh, right. Viper, I just wanted to,
Like, she looks like, you know, even more sheepish than when you first, you know, saw her earlier, and she goes,
if it's, all right, I just wanted to sort of, you know, follow up the instructions I was given. I know, you know, you gave, yes, I believe you gave entry something about explosives and tag something about firearms, but I just, remind me what exactly I was doing with Bones later? Since
all right. Entries on demolition duty. I told him I wanted to see how he'd assemble, disassemble, and possibly make a bomb of his own. Sniper, I'm gonna go practice with firearms. Jet, I am going to be taking a flying lesson with. You and Bones, if I'm correct, were on. Ah, yes, that's right. CQC, close quarter combat.
Yes, truth be told, I feel there's just something about Bones' training I feel like gets ahead of my own, or he's just one step ahead, and I can't quite place it with him. And I don't know if you could perhaps demonstrate any of your own moves.
Viper just sort of like ponders a bit and just sort of like I know Viper, you know what? He's gonna roll insight. He thinks there's more to it than just that.
Okay, go ahead, roll insight.
Because he's like just sort of like, He ain't the smartest emotional wise, but just like he's curious. All right, insight. 12.
12.
Oh wait, no, that was with advantage. Shit.
Don't
I'm
worry,
sorry.
it's the leftmost roll, so it's fine. Yeah. Getting a read on it, it seems like she is being genuine, and it's like, it is a moment of like, yeah, like I'm struggling, like, with like fighting this particular person. Like, it doesn't feel like trying to read into it. It doesn't really like. She seems like she's trying to be honest with you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Just sort of like looks at his looks over at the time and just sort of figures, oh, what the hell? Not like I've got anything important. All right.
So, could we... I don't... I actually have a little bit of a ring, just outside my quarters, if you wouldn't mind going at it a little bit there.
Move it. Sounds fine to me. Lead the way, soldier.
Right, and she'll lead you off like to her, on like sort of like the back part of Crate Squad barracks, and you just see, you know, sort of like an old, like sort of something similar to the ring where Soren and Yumi had their fight all those years back, but like this one is like clearly more brushed up. There's like, you know, like you see like little ports or like trapdoors that, you know, dummies would pop out of, or training droids and all that stuff. But yeah, this like arena like looks a bit more personalized. Like there's like some, yeah, like you see just her yeah, you see like you know, one of Bones's other helmets, sort of like there's a helmet on each like corner of the ring.
Okay.
Yeah, and like as like she starts to like, you know, take off armor, she goes, "You might want to get, you know, into something more suited for my style. I was trained in the more how you say, more old school Mandalorian wrestling."
And just sort of like raises an eyebrow then, just sort of like just like there's just not out of just sort of disbelief, but just sort of like intriguing as well, just sort of like Mandalorian, who is this woman? But he's just sort of like, he sort of goes with it and just sort of like, say no more. and just sort of like, I guess just sort of like finds a corner if there's any and just gets down to his Republic skivvies.
That's fine. Yeah, like you get like in like, I'll say like if like, you know, like you see her like she just gets down like into like the base suit, like takes off like the chest armor pieces, and she still has the leg ones, and like removes the helmet, and she sort of goes and goes, "All right, here's at least how we did it back on Camino. We put our sort of backs together, and on the count of 3, we're gonna just grapple each other, and it's whoever's first like down on their back, count of 3 wins, loses."
All right then, you seem to know this more than me, so I'll take your word for it. And just sort of like, yeah, gets in the ring and just like, yeah, back to back.
Hello, Raiders! Thanks for the raid!
Hi. Oh, Raiders?
Yo!
Yeah.
Oh,
First time
15.
Raiders, hello, thanks, Super Dylan. Thank you for
Thank
that.
Diana
Raiders.
coming in with the raid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wonderful human being.
Aww.
oh, they have not seen Chris before. I wonder. I wonder.
Watch your water! Watch your water!
Watch your water. Stay hydrated.
Watch your water!
Well, you're just about to get into some steamy clone wrestling.
It's not, hey.
Oh, Stevie, you say.
There's nothing wrong with the bond between one soldier and another.
Okay, so here's what we gonna do.
What are we gonna do?
All right, first let me change up the track. Let's get some. Even though it's like not really action, it's a little, something close to it. Let me just.
It's just the Jackass theme.
Hey, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and we're in the clone barracks.
Let's.
Wait, I'm Viper. Welcome to the clone barracks.
Oh god.
Okay.
I'm
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun.
Viper, and this is Order 66.
Oh my
no.
god!
Oh no, you can't
That'd be
do that.
horrible.
That's
That'd be
illegal.
horrible.
All
No!
right. Okay.
Oh,
so,
God.
right, Viper, I'm gonna ask you a few things. One, I need you to roll initiative, like as like the
Oh,
fight starts.
oh.
She goes,
Alright.
like
Yeah,
Count
yeah,
of three?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, and like yeah, go ahead and roll.
Roll initiative. That's a 7. Oh no.
Okay, let me just roll off screen here. That is a 4, but oh wait, that's right
Oh.
because she gets advantage on these. That is actually
Oh.
a 10 plus stuff. All right. So
Your days are over, old man.
yeah. So first things first, as like you guys quickly turn around and you're like about to like size her up. You quickly realize even though like she is like smaller than you like physically like muscle wise she's got you beat, bro. She is like
Oh yeah.
built. She's built dummy thick and dummy
She is.
strong.
She is.
Dummy
God.
thick, you say?
She is.
Oh my god.
She is assembled alternatively.
Yeah. And
Oh, all right.
she is going to first rage, and she's going to first make a grapple check on you.
Rage. Hello.
Yeah, bruh. She's Barb.
All right. Space barbarian.
Alright.
Sheesh.
Yeah. She just goes and like about to grab her souls. I need to make a contested athletics check.
Contested athlete. Oh, thank God. All right. Well, I've got it in that. So let's just. 14.
14. Okay. Let's see how she do. She has advantage on these. Ooh, that's a natural 20. And
Oh my God.
yeah, so first like you're just like
Oh.
it's like fucking elks and they're like locking horns. It's that intense at first. And like you're thinking,
Damn.
all right, I just gotta pin her down, and then you realize like she's pushing you to the edge of like you're about to like reach like the edge of this ring, and she's like yeah, this is her turn. Like she's just like getting ready to fucking like sumoplex you into the ground in a second.
Oh my God.
But that's her turn for right now. What are you doing, like, to like? And you're oh yeah, and I'll say you are grappled by her, unless you want to try to
Okay.
escape. But yeah.
I'm gonna try to. Okay. What to do? Goddamn. Shit. Wow. This is real testing hours right now. Damn. Because I'm just realizing, just like, oh right, that's right. I am just at the end of the day, I am just an engineer. All right. Okay, so I'm grappled. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to see if I can wriggle out of there. And I'm not gonna use my powers because I don't want to be a fucking filthy cheater.
Fair. Yeah, go ahead and roll another athletics check.
All right, yeah, let's try to wriggle out of there.
Wriggle.
25.
Ooh, 25. Okay. All right. Son of a bitch, you actually wriggle out of there.
Ha ha!
Yeah, so go ahead and like she's like got you almost like just like your hands are like sort of clenching each other. It's like fucking like that fight with Frieza. It's very anime. It's just like as you guys are locking in with each other. So describe how you get out of that spot.
So does she got me in like sort of like is it like an arm to arm lock, or is it just sort of like she's like just like arms across my waist, just like ready to suplex?
Yeah, she's like she like sort of like as like you lock arms, she like sort of quickly just like takes your other arm and puts them behind you, so your arms are like on either side of you, just like like left is on your right's on your left, and she's like about to suplex into.
All right.
Yeah.
As I try to just sort of like wriggle like my way out of the arm, and then it's just like, well, I guess we're doing this, and not for damage, but I'm gonna try to just sort of like headbutt her in order to get out of the lock.
Ooh, okay, yeah, and like you get her like square like in the noggin, just and yeah, like you are no longer grappled by her, but yeah, she's just like looking like that was a good blow right there. Blast it. I'm still good. Still good. And she's like, just like, woo! Fighting a commando. Oh, Criff, this is awesome. All right. And she's getting pumped.
He's smirking too, just sort of like, who is this woman? I kind of like her. And just sort of like comments, just sort of like, you got the element of surprise there, trooper, but don't get cocky.
Right.
Good start.
Right. Come on, try to hit me. And yeah, she's just like yeah, she's not even like trying to dodge. She's just like sort of like just like she's getting all like fucking bouncy, kind of like just like those old school boxers.
Yeah. I'd like to say just sort of like, Viper's doing like the Zangief pose, just sort of like arms out a bit, crouch, just trying to just sort of like find a good route to attack on.
All right.
And, I guess is it still my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah, if you want.
All
to
right. Did I use
I'll say it was your free action to like break out of the grapple. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to So the goal is just to push her out of the ring, right? Or just to like pin her down?
It's to pin her down, yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go for, you know what? We're gonna go for the try to go for the shoulder check.
Okay.
Just try to ram the shoulder into her, because it's just like Viper doesn't know about CQC as much.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's the Jedi's job.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me another athletics check then.
Or Titan's job.
Yeah.
9.
Ooh, okay, like as you are about to like shoulder check, she just kind of like instinctively grabs your shoulder and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I just mean, I whenever droids do that, I just sort of instinctually kind of grab him like that, and then I just whack him on the other side, and it's on instinct. I can give you the free one if you really want to try."
And he just sort of like raises a hand, just like, "No, ugh, don't apologize. You went with your gut, and that's always the best intent. Come on, don't hold back now."
If you say so. If you say so, boss. And now it's her turn. She's going to try to pin your ass down.
What a woman.
What a woman.
What a woman.
Absolutely.
I like the kind of woman that can kick my ass.
Okay. Yep. That's 18 plus stuff. I need you to make a contested check.
Okay, contested athletics.
Yes.
27, nat 20, baby.
Ooh, yeah. She tries to like get like your other, get like your other shoulder and like about to like try that move on you, and again you fucking wriggle out of it. She's just like, "You're wriggly little one, aren't you?"
Comes with the lizard blood.
You can only avoid me for so long, little man.
Oh,
Am I? Ooh.
big words, big words, big words, Tiny.
Oh my god. Losing my mind.
Yeah. She just like cracks her knuckles, and it's just like, "Come on, let's make it count." And she's just like, she's just standing there like begging you to take a swing. So it's your go.
All right, fucking. Oh my god, this music is so fitting right now, God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, fucking fucking Monday Night Raw here in the fucking clone barracks. I'm loving it.
It's Monday Night Raw here on Coruscant, as two clones are going at it for the heavyweight title.
In corner, standing at 6'6", Rowdy Roddy Viper.
I can't with y'all.
This is great.
Fucking Viper goes into the ring, gets punched by this woman.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's great. Okay, fuck. All right, so now we're just neutral stance, or am I just?
Yeah.
Are we still just
Yeah,
like,
you have she's giving you a chance to like try to attack her again.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and go for,
Yeah.
gonna go for the running start, and I'm gonna try to. Clotheslining is okay, right?
Yeah, it's not it's house rules, bruh.
Okay, all right, clothesline then.
Clothesline, all right. I'll say,
And it's like the obvious, just sort of like, yeah, no, straight clothesline, straight clothesline.
okay. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, just one more athletics then.
16.
16, and yeah, yeah, she's just like sort of there, and then as like you clothesline, just get her right. Yeah, you just get her, knock her right down, and like, if you want to pin her like as part of your turn, you can.
And yeah, let's try and go for the pin. Is that another roll?
No, I'll say like, yeah, like you beat her on this one, so you can. It'll be like part of the move. You just sort of clothesline and then just, yeah. Describe how you pin her.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely gonna be just sort of like all right, it's okay. Is she on her back or on her stomach?
Oh, she's on her back.
Okay, yeah, obviously, because I hit her from the front. It's just gonna be, I guess just like, oh god, I'm trying to think. God, I'm putting too much emphasis on how to wrangle this woman. He's gonna just like get on one knee, and with like one hand, just sort of like grab both of her arms and just sort of like by the wrist, just like hold them down.
Okay.
While the other just sort of like holds down her arms.
Okay. All right, and she's like sort of staying there, pin like, oh, I'm liking you. You got some real fight in you. Hope your commando brothers, got half of this muscle on them. All right.
You ever seen a 6'8" trooper with Wookiee DNA?
Can't say that I have.
Stick around. You might just find out.
And let's see. She'll sort of like, yeah, contested check as she's like trying to like kick you off of her.
She's got a whole upper body and her legs. I'm pretty sure she.
Yeah. Right, one more athletics check from you, yeah?
All right, one more, sure thing.
21? Yep, she's fucking in that hold, and she's like trying to like mule kick you like by like your abdomen, and you're just like, you are not giving in. She's like, what the? This always works on lightweight ass bones, just. And you're.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Shiny, but as you can clearly see, I'm built different.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Come on now, see this as an opportunity. I've got your arms down, you've got your legs and your whole upper body. Use that strength.
All right. It comes back onto your turn. If you keep holding her down as part of like your turn, you will win this one. Just letting you know that right now, unless you want to try to let her cheese it or give her a chance.
You know what? I'm a cheese it. I'm a give her a chance.
Okay, so you're just kind of like you give it a little bit of slack.
Give it a little bit of slack. I guess I'll just roll at disadvantage if anything.
I'll say roll a deception check.
Deception.
Yeah, just to see like if she can tell your
Oh
gonna
god.
give it in.
Oh great. My lying stat. Oh.
No.
Come on, let's see it.
God,
Hey,
please.
as long as it doesn't that one, you're probably
Please
fine.
don't jinx it.
8. Okay.
8. Okay. Is a 10.
It's not that.
Mine is 2. So let's see if she reads your shit. Welp. She like raises an eyebrow, suddenly noticing the give, and then she's gonna attempt to sock you across the face.
Oh, by all means, please make that attempt.
She misses. like you fucking are like holding her arms down still, and she's like attempts to like just headbutt you, and you just like pull your head back just in time, and she's like, "Oh, you can't give it to me like that, boss."
And he just like laughs at that, just sort of like, "You sly dog! You caught my bluff!"
Shut up!
But yeah, and then she's still like pinned down by her turn. Then she just sort of drops, and you're still like on top of her, right?
Yes, I am. Again, like one hand is like cupping both wrists, and the other is just like, yeah, and I'm just like arm down on both of her arms.
Okay. Like it comes to her time, and then like she counts, it goes, and she just sort of plops. Yeah, she's just like drenched in sweat. Her hair is like all matted up, and she sort of like flies over, like folds over on her back and goes, "Well, you said never really pegged you for someone that decent at CQC, but damn, looks like I've got lots to work on there, Commander."
That you do, soldier. That you do. And just sort of like as he just sort of like lets go of the pin, he offers a hand to get her up.
Kind of looks at it, like very like sort of anime sparkles in her eyes,
Oh my god, don't.
and then like just man grips your hand and goes up. Yeah.
And as she gets up, he just sort of like smirks and just sort of like, "You want to know the worst part? Technically speaking, I'm just the engineer."
Whoa. Like she just like you could see her mind blew up in her eyes at that statement. She's like, "Wow. Yes, I will get on it right away. If I can go to the archives and try to read anything else on new martial arts, perhaps I can get the one up on bones that way."
A few notes, soldier, before you run off now.
Huh? Yes?
Why this? I've noticed. You and Bones. What exactly is your history? What is sensing a bit of animosity? If I'm misreading it, please do feel free to correct me on that.
No, it's fine. It's just, it's a bit awkward just having two clones that specialize in close quarters in the same squad, and even though we both serve different purposes in that field, it's just, I can't help but feel just like I'm always one step behind him, and he even has the more.
And he raises a finger. And that right there is your issue. There's two of you, and you're both trying to do the same thing. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with close quarters combat. Heck, I saw one a while back. I heard from one of my brothers that a shiny tried to punch a clanker right in the face. Didn't go so well for him with the blaster through his chest, but hey, what the fuck?
She just sort of like eyes bulges up and goes like, all right.
But I'm going on. It's not trying to be the best of what you are. Your weakness is you're trying to follow like Bones. Both of you do have the same style, yes. But instead of focusing on what Bones does, focus on what better suits you. Don't do it like him. Do it like you. Farris style.
Farris style. And she like her eyes weren't sparkling now, like it's just like explosions of fireworks in her head, like, oh, I'm gonna use that. I like that a lot. Thank you so much. Come on, Viper, I really appreciate the one-on-one. Please forgive me if I ask for this again. I haven't enjoyed myself this much since the old trading days back on Camino.
You're most certainly welcome, Ferris. At ease. And with that, I think that considers your assignment complete.
Yes, yes, sir. And she like just excitedly like grabs her helmet and goes like, you know, off into her barracks, and you can just hear her going like, I did my bloody assignment! Yeah, like she's just like super excited.
And before he just like calls out on one thing and just sort of like, I'll let her enjoy this. Just like waves a hand, just sort of like, shinies.
All right. So, now I'm just seeing the Mos Eisley's chat. God damn it. You guys are monsters.
What can I say?
I love the kind of woman that can kick my ass.
Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
This is becoming a theme. First with Raziel and now Viper.
Hey,
Who's next? Soren?
speaking of which,
Well, I mean, Bo-Katan.
Oh yeah.
true.
Also-
We did have a
yeah.
whole Bo-Katan arc.
Also, Super
Oh,
Dylan,
yeah.
Super Dylan in the Twitch chat. Nothing wrong with close quarters combat. I say that every day, right on the money, sir.
All right. So Soren, just going back to what are you up to? Like, I'll say, like, are you doing on your spare downtime, or maybe try
Well-
catch some Z's before the meeting?
Well, I mean, I got the message from Shiri that we're having a meeting, so I want to make that. I'm pushing my plans to go investigate later, till later. But I want to at least find where establish communications with, I don't know, a seedy bar or something that would know some information about the said prospects for the Chancellor's task force.
Okay. I'd say for that, you definitely would have to... Thinking logically about, like, the task force stuff, you would either have to go into the Chancellor's office itself, or go into your sergeant's office, try to rifle up the message, or... Yeah, it's really hard to, like, try to look further into it, since... Like, yeah, it's all super,
I'm not
hush-hush.
looking into the task force. I'm looking into the people that were selected to be in the task force.
Okay, yeah. In that case, you definitely have to go to Hunbrov's office and look up the records for your fellow agents that were chosen.
Okay. I can't go to like where bounty hunters would go and have information on them or anything. Something more underworld.
Yeah, at least it's implied from what Shir'iven researched. It doesn't... I'll say go ahead and do me... just roll me a d20.
D20 is happening right now.
14? I'll say you can go try the place you went to before, when you went to, like, record that private message with Recon.
Sure. Yeah. I'll go over there, and I'm searching for someone that looks like they are waiting there, they're waiting there, but they're looking to distribute business out to some clandestine business.
Okay. So just looking for a seedy individual type, just like waiting to do a
Yeah,
job?
like a bookie or someone that handles bounties and shit.
Okay.
This is yeah.
I'll say waiting by there for a while. Couple minutes go by as like the day goes on. You see like clones sort of pass through, and you see one Quarren sort of guy, just like, you notice him. He's like sitting in like a booth bar opposite of you, sort of twiddling his thumbs. You can tell he's very on edge, a little bit nervous, and there's always like looking, sort of eyeing like both ways around the seat and waiting for somebody. It looks like.
I am going to approach with a I'm going to approach with a drink in hand. Not for them, for me.
Okay. Like just like a martini glass, or like maybe a shot?
Something, yeah, sure. Let's go with martini glass.
Okay.
Or the Star Wars equivalent of martini glass.
Yeah. And You like come on over. Like catch like he sort of looks at you and goes,
Yeah. Ooh, the nerves. These drinks, they do wonders for me. You look little agitated. Would you like one?
sort of like eyes you.
Do I know you, friend?
Well, that's exactly what I'm here for. I'd like to make friends.
You know, part of Coruscant can be a tad dangerous for talking to strangers.
And I find that only the most dangerous folk tend to talk. So, here I am, talking.
And he sort of like motions you.
Please, take a seat.
Gladly. And I'll motion over to the barkeep. One more for my friend here.
Like the droid sort of like the astromech sort of goes around the back and then brings another glass for the Corin individual.
Thank you. I was just getting a little bit worried. I just was waiting on a friend to do business with. I am in a bit of a bind, but I can't get really much further into that.
Perfectly okay. I'm just here looking. So you're looking to hire someone? Is that what's happening?
Well, enlisting services, perhaps something. In a manner of speaking, I just need a little bit of protection.
Soren's going to nod. Bit of protection, you say? Are you looking to fill out some security details?
Yes, I run a humble little shop in the lowest cores of Coruscant, sir. My contacts, no, the business is very small. There's not much traffic in what I do, but still, pirates and bounty hunters still try to rough me up out of whatever I make in a week, and it's really not much I'm left with by the end of the day.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate. And so you haven't gone to any of the more proper authorities, have you? Or you have and you're desperate. They refused.
More of the latter. With the war going on, all they have is just droids for the upper city, and everyone else in the lower can just seemingly just rot for all the Chancellor cares for.
Yes, quite the shame. Well, I tell you what, tell me about these individuals and I'll see if I can help you out.
Well, it's just a couple of rogue IG unit. What else is there? Just some other, I forget the name of the species, but a very small fish-like looking individual wears a sort of an eye patch and just, they ride by my shops and blast up the windows. It's just, it just gets on my nerves.
And you see like his tentacles are
Frustrating.
just wriggling. Yeah.
Again, I can't offer much if it's something you're willing to take on.
You said you were waiting for a friend already here.
I thought I was, but it seems like they either dodge or there's just no interest in my struggles anymore.
See, I think you're looking in the wrong place. I think you should be at least a little bit more comfortable.
How so?
Here, let me see if I can help you out. Meet me here. Let's say tomorrow. Do you think is that too late for you?
I believe I can schedule something out for that. Yes.
I'll come by. I'll see if I can come by with a friend that can help us out. After all, we wouldn't want any more damage to happen to your business, would we?
No,
no, we wouldn't.
He just kind of like finishes his drink and goes,
Well, it is starting to get late. I should probably get going. Thanks for the drink, friend. I'm sorry, I don't believe I caught your name.
That's the thing, isn't it? Most dangerous folks need to disguise the name, but you seem like someone I can trust. You can call me Mallow.
Mallow. Very lovely name. I am, Maliki. You can call me that.
Maliki. Okay, Maliki, I will see you here tomorrow evening.
Yes. Do well, Mallow.
and he sort of like puts on like a little hat and just like little robes and just heads on out as it starts to rain in the Coruscant streets.
And I'll after Maliki leaves, just kind of pull, kind of monologue to myself. Maybe Recon's listening. Just, oh man, everyone's so on the up and up here. I'll go over to the barkeep. Is there more than just the astromech here?
Yeah, I'll say there's like just a human woman barkeep. Just
Okay, I'll walk up to the barkeep and just go. This establishment. Are there any businessmen that come by? And when I say businessmen, I mean not so businessy businessmen. If you catch my drift.
and like you see like this beautiful like blonde sort of brunette, blonde like woman like with braided hair like all across going one shoulder, done like with, and you see like little ornaments of like various like fighter pins throughout her hair, holding it together. She sort of goes to you.
If you're talking about bounty hunters, you can just ask. It's not like the law really cares much for them. Hell, like some of the bounty hunters fall under the category of law enforcement, especially in these parts.
It's always so weird walking into a place and trying to establish yourself. I'm here just trying to look for information on a couple of friends of mine who might be mercenaries or bounty hunters.
Then your best bet, my friend, is to probably go to the Bounty Hunters Guild. If they'll have records on everyone attempting to come in, or either attempting to join or have joined and dishonorably discharged, it's practically its own union, essentially.
I see. Well, thank you. I'm so unfamiliar with Coruscant and what groups are here and where to go. Thank you very much. And I will slide over a couple of credits, a few, about 100 credits for tip. Is that a lot? Is that a good amount for tip?
I'd say it's pretty good. Like,
okay, yeah, I'll slide over 100 credits.
And she sort of like eyes that and like you're starting to walk out the bar now.
I will, as I'm walking away, that fellow, the Corm that was here earlier, I was talking to, if he shows up tomorrow night and asks about me, just tell him I'm who? Act like I don't exist. Thank you.
Kind of raises an eyebrow at that. Goes,
Well, okay. I'll take it, no questions asked.
and she'll sort of like cup and slide the credits behind her, behind the bar table.
And yeah, I'll make over to the family meeting.
All right. Yeah, we'll say like you guys are all get together.
Yeah, I just need a heading. That's all I needed.
Yeah. You guys eventually reconvene at the Jedi Temple again, or anybody else you guys want to do for the meeting at.
I think she said Sherry's room.
Okay. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or was it Obi-Wan's?
Obi-Wan gets his own meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's different. Okay, cool. Got you.
Damn.
I don't know, guys. I think Shir'iven really likes Obi-Wan. I don't know if
I
that's
mean,
just me.
it's a little pondering, I guess.
Yeah. Like,
It's just a tad.
yeah.
Eating tea.
But yeah, you guys are back in Shir'iven's quarters again.
Oh, I will say, as we all enter Shir'iven's quarters, Raz is donning his new attire, so this is the first time you're seeing him with his new armor and new white cloak. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, and the cloak
He's
actually
kind of got a new look on him, so yeah, he's been busy.
Yeah, and the cloak you actually see like it's as it goes over his head, like it's sort of like has like this weave technology where it can like let the horns just sort of like seep through without tearing the fabric itself.
It's kind of cool.
Oh, you love to see it.
Yeah.
But
You're
yeah.
not scared of getting that stained?
No.
I'm joking, Raz. It looks really good on you.
Thank you.
It's very fitting.
Thought it was time for a new look since my rebirth.
It suits you, Raz.
He just gives Shiri a friendly smile in return.
Oh, best boy. So, why I called you here is actually something having to do with Dooku.
Oh, him
Yes.
again.
And he stopped by.
Right as Soren was leaving from when I was telling him about his little mission that he had to do. But what ended up happening was that he was saying things about being something to change the rules in the Jedi Order. He was trying to recruit myself, seeing if I could convince Obi-Wan, saying, "Oh, your relationship with Elijah could be the same again. People wouldn't bat an eye if we made rules in the Order different." I told him that I would give him time to think about it. Then he decides to drop the bomb on me that, oh, our mission might not be approved by the council, and it might be a problem unless we agree to side with him.
So it's blackmail then.
It would seem so.
There's no sort of Jedi commission where you can report this sort of malfeasance, no?
Considering how close-knit the Jedi Order is and how tight he's in it, might be quite a problem. He said that there were others that would agree with him that the Jedi Order needs change.
Others?
Other Jedi?
Other Jedi? See, I didn't ask who, but that one Raz that you had a problem with might be one of them. What was the name of that one, Kev? The fucking...
Anakin?
No, not Anakin, son of a bitch!
Oh,
Yeah. I was
Oh
gonna
my
say,
god!
Like, what was
No, it was like he looked at Raz funny or something. I don't fucking know. After we returned and we were talking to the council about everything. All the visions.
I am.
Oh, what?
looking-
I thought that was just Dooku. Or
No, it was
it
someone else. I'm looking in image references because
I know.
even Peel.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that was the one that approached Viper with that
Yeah.
whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. He's.
Viper. I thought it was Raz. My fault.
Nah,
Nah,
you're
you're
fine.
good. You're good.
It's fine.
Vin
1'6"
Peel,
with
yeah.
4 meters, 5'11". Classic mistake.
It's okay. Two different bad boys. It's cool.
Two best boys.
Two best boys.
I mean, they are brothers after all. They both shared their mothers.
Exactly.
mothers.
Absolutely.
Viper. That one Jedi, even Peel, might be a part of it.
Just sort of like sighs and just sort of like, just one thing after another in here.
What if? No, it's can't be.
No, what?
Say it.
I could be crazy, but what if he's not referring to Jedi?
What do you think he could be referring to?
You felt that malice on him too. When we
Of
left
course.
the Jedi Council, so did I.
Of course.
I can't prove anything, but feelings of that nature dive deeper, more into the dark side. What if he has more shadier connections than we thought?
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put it past him with all the things that we've learned since we've been back.
The more we talk about this, Dooku, the more I really don't like what I'm hearing.
I don't like what's become of him. I don't like it one bit. But this entire thing that he's trying to recruit me to, it could hinder us leaving to help Viper's team.
Yeah. And if we accept, we are thrown into whatever plot he's concocting. And I don't think it's... I doubt it's anything good.
As much as I agree that the Jedi Order needs changing, I don't like the way that he would put it. Rules are outdated here and there, but that's it. There's no telling what else he has planned for it.
And
How did he even know about your relationship anyway?
Apparently he saw it. He witnessed how I felt, feel everything upon that day I left. And he's seeing it bloom yet again. And I think he's taking advantage of that.
It's very not Jedi-like.
No, it's not Jedi-like at all.
and like you hear R7 in the corner just going.
What did he say?
Just
Which I recognize. Hello, I am the translator.
Hold on.
Oh god, here we go.
Just putting it in your chat, Soren.
You know, I think Recon would agree with you, even in that, R7. He says R7 is very suspicious of Master Dukes as well.
And like Recon sort of comes out of your jacket sword and goes,
Oh yeah, let's involve the droid.
it's like,
Statement. The old man is quite suspicious. Definitely something to perhaps contend with at a later time.
Recon, later
At a
is
later-
might
at a
be
later-
late.
I told him that we have a week to decide.
We have a week to decide whether or not we're going to side with his little.
Yes,
in a
because
sense,
we have a week to a week and a half as to before the mission will start for us.
Okay.
It's the
What?
best I could get. I would have said after the mission, but then he dropped that bombshell on me, saying that it wouldn't be possible, probably.
Shir'iven, do you know what Dooku does on his off time?
Do I know that?
I'll say, even though it's been a short time since you've been back, recalling what Dooku like used to do around the temple, like before, you know, the whole Qui-Gon incident and you leaving, I'll say he does have like somewhat of a set routine. Like he teaches Padawans from like a certain hour to another, like for a certain time frame. The rest of the time he's off meditating, and sometimes the rest of the time he just sort of has like off, like to himself in his quarters.
When he's not teaching or meditating in the gardens, he's in his own quarters. That's all I know.
And you can see Rez start to pace around the room until he stops again. This is This is gonna sound... We have a week to decide, right?
Mm-hmm.
So... And we're all suspicious of him, right?
Very.
What would you say if, say, one of us was to tail him out of sight? See what his routine is off duty. And if he ends up doing anything suspicious. If he talks
Shiri-
with anybody else on any of his contacts, we would know.
Shiri at that. She looks to Soren at that.
That would be a very good idea. If he wasn't so high up in the Jedi Order. The thing about that, about being very powerful and being part of higher status, is he can get in places where I can't. It makes it very hard to tail. Who knows what is going on behind closed doors that I don't have access to, especially as a non-Jedi.
And like Recon sort of chimes in, observation. If you can get me into the ventilation system, that is very little places that the old man can go that I can't as well.
Yes, but then you could run the risk of being caught.
Statement. You needn't worry about me, Master Jedi. I am as quiet as a womp rat.
Aren't rats known for being very loud?
The only thing... observation. The only thing loud about me is the self-destruct feature that is implanted. Everything else is relatively silent.
Well, okay then. I mean, if we want to tail Dooku, we do have an option here.
It would be
Collect
best.
It's definitely something to consider.
And if anything, I could be used as somewhat of a distraction in some way. If need be, I'll give you anything that I can to help you get where you need to go. And of course, I can lend you my cloak again.
Okay. So
Would
find the routines and see if there's anything suspicious that we can pick up regarding Master Dooku.
Mm-hmm.
Would it also help to have another Jedi on our Jedi's eyes on this, or do we want to keep this within our little circle here? For instance, I'm thinking Master Kenobi. I
I
also have an in with Master Windu.
I believe Windu should know about this. I was going to speak to Kenobi later about this. Especially since Dooku is more than likely going to try and recruit him. Master Windu should know, especially with your in with him. Keep him on high alert.
I can organize him. I'll try and organize a meeting with him sometime soon then.
Right then. Have you... Oh, the mission I sent you on. Did you find anything?
I do have nothing. I have nothing, admittedly. But I know I have locations. It's hard around Coruscant. I know what's asked. I have another direction to go.
That's good at least.
We were unable to find anything with the Jedi Temple, so we are going to try something a little bit seedier. I'm going to the Bounty Hunters Guild and see if they have anything more than what we were able to find on our prospects.
More than likely they will. Especially with how much information they can hold for one person.
I would ask one of you to come with me, but seeing as you involved with the order, you are motioning to Shiri first, and then motioning over to Raz. You are, in their eyes, possibly a Jedi as well, and motioning over to Viper, and you are literally an armyman in the Jedi with that is allied with the Jedi. They might not be so upfront with the information. So
Shiri kind of thinks for a moment. Is there anyone on Coruscant right now that could be of use for this?
Make me a lore check. And for this you mean just like spying within the temple, or just, or what exactly?
Someone who could possibly be of use to help Soren that they've come across.
I'll say go ahead and make a lore check.
Okay.
wait, with this lore check.
Nat 20, baby!
Yo!
Never mind, you don't need it.
Hot damn. Yes.
Damn, son.
I just realized what time it was, and I yelled, I hope to God I don't get a noise complaint.
Oh no.
You're good.
Oh God. Pray for me.
You're
Praying
fine,
for you.
right?
So like in this moment of thinking to yourself that of like who would be perfect to sort of like gain assistance in this point of like, okay, Dooku's getting sus, we need like sort of like, you know, eyes and ears at like making sure that everything's in order. You sort of, I'll say in like sort of a passing conversation, you sort of caught wind of Dooku sort of, no, not Dooku, Windu sort of venting frustrations about certain members of the council giving pushback. And he seems to be the most likely one to, if you needed somebody on the council to confide in about like a potential either, you know, like Jedis with conflicts of interest, he's more than likely the guy to.
Wait, was this for?
This was for helping Soren find information.
Oh, it's help Soren find information.
Helping him get into the bounty thing if he doesn't want to go it alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
As like backup or something.
Okay. I will say. Oh shit! That's that's right. You gave. Yeah. All right. So.
Yeah, I spent 5,000 of the little channel points to give advantage, but you rolled a nat 20.
Okay. But yeah. I will say yeah. You. I will say yeah. Of everyone. Someone who's like willing to go. You know that Digig is available. And
would she be of use in this situation?
she is particularly
Isn't
good. She's like
isn't
an expertise at insight and reading people. So
But she's also part of the Jedi Order.
that is also true. Fuck. Yeah. I would say. At least like people who are like good at reading probably.
I mean, I'm pretty good at reading. I just
Yeah.
just like just for some reassurance, like if he doesn't want to go by himself,
Okay.
just having someone as backup who's not affiliated with the Jedi Order or the Republic.
Yeah.
or even better, like someone with already with some connections with the Bounty Hunters Guild.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then definitely in that case, you would want to go to, fuck, yeah, this is, yeah, I'm a bit stumped on this one, I'm not gonna lie, like someone that ticks off all these boxes, but,
Hey, I might, I'm gonna message you,
okay.
actually.
Okay, if you got, I'll take any suggestions, because,
Okay.
You can make someone up.
yeah.
You can do that too, but
Yeah.
why is my mouse dying?
I was about to say
I can
Quinlan
type to
Voss
you.
as a joke.
Oh my god.
Honestly, though, Quinlan's
I was thinking like Dex.
like Dex, Dex would be good. Quinlan especially because he's like proficient, like he knows all the shit about underworld stuff, and like he already kind of wants to leave the order, so you know, like he'd honestly be a really solid choice to go with Zora.
I mean, would the bounty hunters kind of recognize him as, like, while he's a part of the order, he's not that in the order. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Would they
yeah, he's
recognize
very
that?
much already on the fences as a Jedi already, so he would be.
I see.
Plus,
Would the bounty
like, that
would
would
the
be-
bounty hunters be reprehensive if they show up?
Nah. Yeah, like with like your knowledge of him and like his past, he hasn't been put behind bars, for like his criminal stuff as far as.
Interesting. Very cool. Very
So,
cool. I like this
I-
dynamic too.
I mean, it'd be really funny to have like a fucking little
Buddy
scene
cops
with Quinlan.
with-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny to have, honestly. But
that'd be great.
All right.
is there anyone else,
Yeah.
just in case?
Yeah. I don't know if Tati, you still had
Correct.
your suggestion.
It probably wouldn't work because I don't. I
We
don't
can-
think he's on Coruscant.
We can just stick with Quinlan then. It's fine.
Yeah, I like the Quinlan.
All right. Then yeah, Quinlan, you realize like even though he is a bit he's got just a tad of an airhead. He no one knows the underworld quite like him and
Yeah.
is slippery enough to avoid it. Like he's got just barely enough Jedi on him to like even like, you know, warn a second look. Warn a double
Shiri-
take from bounty hunters.
Got it.
Shiri
Nice.
thinks for a moment before she kind of like like a little smile just appears on her face. Could always call up Quinlan.
Quinlan.
Voss? That Chad?
He has a lot of connections with and knows a lot about the underworld, so I mean, he could be a good option.
He made a fool of himself on Duxon. Twice.
But
I see that deadpan.
no, I know, and trust me, I wouldn't recommend him if I didn't think that he would be good for this.
And the whole Jedi Order thing won't be an issue.
Considering how he's on the fence about Jedi Order as it is. Wait, hold on, wait, do they know that he asked to leave with her?
Nope.
Ah! and she kind of just like she pauses for a second. She's like, "Oh, that's right. I didn't say anything."
Didn't say. Huh?
I mean, he kind of asked if the war gets bad that I would leave with him.
Like
I
elope.
just raise an eyebrow at that.
So I mean, he's kind of on the fence about Jedi Order as it is. And trust me, no. And she kind of like looks at Raz at that, and she's like, "And I won't not leave with him. Relax. Not that
He
stupid."
wanted to run away with you. He just kind of has this smirk on his face.
But we've established that he has a thing for me. Yes, we get it.
While there's a little bit of a smile on Raz's face, Soren is kind of frowning instead, and just goes, "That could put him on Dooku's radar."
I don't think that Dooku finds it interesting. He's not going to use someone that I have not really enough. Like, I look at Quinlan as an acquaintance, a friend, not as someone I would be interested in the way that he's interested in me. I feel like Dooku is just ignoring him.
If he's our best option, then Voss is our best option. I don't have any qualms about that. I'll just keep my guard up in case he is in prospect of league with Dooku for this little subset of the Jedi.
If you say you trust him, Shiri, I'll trust him too.
Look, I'll speak to him before we leave, before we talk to Dooku, or before I talk to Dooku about all of this. You can do your digging throughout the week, with him by your side. We'll get this done. We'll handle it.
And you get a quick knock at the door.
Hello?
Master Shir'iven, are you in there? You can tell it is Hu Yang.
Oh my god. Shiri kind of just like freezes for a second. She's like, hold on a moment. She kind of just like walks over to the door, opens it up. Fink!
Oh, Master Shiri, I was so glad we can have some and just sees
I'm gonna
all
walk
of you.
up closer. Hu Yang.
Raziel! Hello! It's so nice to run into you again. Funny how that works. I thought you'd be back at the agency.
Who is this very nervous person?
He's in charge of building lightsabers for the younglings and repairing any ones that need fixed.
He fixed up mine earlier, and he was a nervous wreck too.
Hyung, this is Soren, Viper, and obviously you know Raziel.
And like he waves with like two of his free arms, just like greetings, all of you. Yes. This is terribly embarrassing. Look, I just wanted to come to you before I noticed you were on a tight schedule. I put double the effort into fixing up your little your saber malfunction. And I just wanted to present it as he sort of like shows you like this sort of wood carving box and has like a little lock like little container on it.
Shiri takes the box, thanks him, and she's gonna open it right up.
All right. And as you do, as you expect to like see your normal double blades in there, you're kind of thrown off by it's actually two separate ones.
Yo!
But aside from like having the main handle, there's sort of like a grip on either side to like so
can you
be hold horizontally as he gives you two light saber tonfas.
Oh shit.
Holy fuck. Shiri,
so cool.
Shiri is taken aback for a second after she sees that, and she's like, she's blown away.
And like as like you take it, like he kind of like rubs the back of his like, I know it is a bit of a adjustment from what you are used to. With it's again not as has the grandioseness of a double saber, but I think you will find you will be especially more defensive oriented with it, and especially with someone of your speciality, with two weapons. I think this might be even more in your alley.
These are wonderful. I'm excited to fight with these.
Do you ignite them?
Oh yeah, she's definitely igniting them.
And they emanate a nice like in like nice purple hue.
Oh my god, they're purple!
Yeah, and
Whoa.
they're actually, I'll say like, for the sake of, like they still have that whiteness hue to it, but I'll say it's a lighter purple than, like
Mace.
the Mason Raz's one. Yeah, like there's still like that gray purity in it. You can tell. I was able to salvage what I could from the original crystal and try to put back together like any pieces that might have fallen off. But yes, I'm hopeful that this is something to your liking, Master.
It's very much to my liking. Thank you.
Well, I do what I can. It's part when you know construction for lightsaber building for thousands of years, as long as I've had, that you have a reputation to uphold, and I just really hope that this what happened with the saber building destroying at my place, it stays amongst your friends here and just doesn't leave, because
They will.
Oh, okay.
We will not say a thing.
I might.
Do not.
He just like kind of gasps, then just like
he's joking.
oh, thank the maker.
But Yu Yang, that does raise a point. He has this kind of shit-eating grin on his face as he looks at the robot. Was this a malfunction that had nothing to do with a friend of mine? Is it somehow related to here?
He's kind of like just like his desk in
Shiri-
the room.
Shiri takes a moment. She puts a hand up. She's. I broke my saber when I asked him to get it fixed. It's been far too long since the last time I've gotten it looked at. Fell apart. He has no one to blame but me.
Like, if he was organic, you would see him blushing, and he goes,
Aww.
Well, I'm glad you at least like the product that I have put together for you, and I hope that in future visits that it can be avoided.
I'm positive that it will.
Well, I must retrieve back to my charging station to rest for the evening. I hope I hope to see you again under more pleasant circumstances. Good evening. As he just sort of
Don't worry about it.
just like 2 steps and books it. Just like
Real quick though,
Mhm.
now that I have the Saberton fuzz, what is the attack on that?
It's the same as your old one. It's a +2, but the new thing is you have the option to forgo the +2 and add that to your AC.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So you're like it's the -2 like to your attack and damage. So like that will go down, but your AC goes up as long as you're holding the one weapon. And like now that you have like one in each hand, you could feasibly like stack your AC like +4. It's just your chances to hit are going much lower as a sacrifice.
Ah.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a gamble you got going on there. I'll say the damage does go down for each to a d6, but it is still... There's still like...
So it'd be a double D. It would be instead of a double 1d8 energy, it'd be a double 1d6 energy.
Oh no, it would be... You still get the extra d8 from your high guardian level stuff, but it's just the base is now a d6. So it's just 1d6 plus 1d8 whenever you hit. So let's see.
I'll probably have to have you look at the thing so
yeah,
you can
we'll do it.
adjust
Yeah, we'll do that at
later.
Yeah. But yeah, I think.
I will say real quick though, just as Shiri's looking at her weapon, Raz has a perplexed look on his face, and he just kind of quietly mutters to her, "You broke your saber?"
Look, I hadn't had maintenance on it in about 10, 12 years.
You broke a saber. How do you do that?
When it's old, it just happens.
Says the guy whose old saber was fashioned literally out of broken ones. Oh God.
Look,
I don't think they don't know that actually.
It was on.
That doesn't matter now. All that matters now is that Shiri has the most deadliest elbows in the galaxy.
All right, and Shiri is now going to clip one saber to each side of her hips. She looks fucking good, baby.
Oh yeah.
Dude, let's go, girls.
It's pretty dope. But
Bum,
yeah.
ba, ba, da, da, ba, ba. Wait, hold on, wait. She clips it to either side and just.
What a woman.
Ah!
But yeah, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out, and Super Dylan for the raid. We love you very much for that. Very much appreciated. But yeah, that's it for this year. At least as far as the stream side goes. I am, trust me, if holidays didn't exist, we'd be pushing through to the end, I'm sure. But unfortunately they do, and we got our families to deal with and spend time with and all that. But we'll be back in the new year, and with a couple extra surprises. We'll be doing some things to. Let's see if we can expand the
Surprises.
Yeah.
Get ready for the Revenge of the Crit Christmas special.
Exactly.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We're gonna go.
Hey.
It's fine. We're gonna go to Kashyyyk. We're gonna learn about wife tape.
Shiri shows up in the in the fucking Chanel boots.
I mean, hey, like, and Soren could always turn into that fucking cooking special. That's part of
Oh my
Life Day.
God.
First, you must rinse your bantha in fine wine for 20
2
minutes.
shots of vodka.
Whipster, whipster,
Whipster.
But that is gonna be it for us this week. As always, you can find myself at all the social medias at KCoutOVA, where we'll be up to date on all the voiceover stuff and possibly more streams beginning into Halo Infinite. It is pretty fire. I might be playing around it with some community members or anyone else.
I'm also going to be playing it. It looks really good.
Yeah, we, you, me, Tati, we need to squad up.
Oh, hell yes. I am
It's gonna
down.
be so chaotic. Oh, God. Yeah, that is...
And on my inner Soren. Grab the sniper.
And just grab the sniper and just get Quigglies and, like, no scope all day.
Just put Raziel in a clone commando suit and boom, you've got a badass space hero.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, that's it for me. Next on the line, I'm just gonna go to the line signing off. We have Christian.
Hello, my name is Kappa. You can find me on Twitter at the Kappa Chris. I played Soren, the blue boy, the blue shooty boy who he's now Master Dukes in my head.
Oh my God, I can't believe that's canon.
Fucking
I
Joker
love it.
man, the comedic relief person. You can find me in various places outside of Twitter. You can find me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/CapitChris. Usually I play video games like
Like what?
That's not sure. I tried my best to do. Infinite. What?
Like you cut off.
Yeah.
Did I cut off?
Yeah.
You did.
Okay, where'd I cut off?
The games you play, like I don't know if he got cut off again.
My man's
Oh
silent.
no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no,
Christian.
no.
Christian's dead.
No.
We'll circle back to him in a second. Next on the line we have Tati.
Hey, Tati here. I play the badass on his way to becoming a gray Raziel. He's got a new outfit. It's super exciting. You can also follow me on Twitter at Tati the VA, where I post updates, announcements, what have you on voice acting, audio stuff, and D&D related tweets on games I'm in. You can check me out in the World of Eris campaign every Tuesdays at 6 p.m. PST at Orion VA via Twitch, as well as Curse of Strahd every Thursdays at 6 p.m/7 p.m. PST, Dungeons & Cry via Twitch. We're finally making headway into the Amber Temple, so that's both terrifying and exciting. We're nearing the end. Not much longer. Yeah, that's it for me. Just follow me for updates if you want.
Yeah. Oh, Christian, are you back? I think
It says he's coming back in.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, we will.
Oh my God, he fucking dead.
Oh my fucking God.
Back?
Yes. Hey. Yeah. You're back.
Okay, yeah, just Twitter at the Kappa Chris, Twitch, twitch.tv/Kappa Chris. You can also find me on Roads Uncharted, the first actual play podcast set in the Genesis system. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I got cut off there.
It's all good.
Internet.
Yeah.
Did something
It's
not
fine.
cool.
All right, next in line we got Jinkles.
Oh my god, they got her too!
Oh, shit. Anyway, damn it, I pressed the wrong button. Hi, my name's Jinkles. You can find me at lovejinkles on twitter.com. And big announcement time. You can actually, I believe next week you will be able to download Suicide for Him, which is a game that I'm in. I play the main character of it, baby. It's part 1. It's all about a girl who cares way too much about her little brother and wants to protect the fuck out of him. It's so fun and good, and I love it. Please download it on Steam. The page is live now. You can check it out if you want. See the trailer. It's so fun. That's Suicide for Him on Steam. Also, when we come, basically, keep an eye on both mine and Chase's Twitter because we are going to finally be releasing the first episode of Body Count Camp!
It's happening, folks! Oh my god!
Yeah,
Awesome.
we just got our final counselor on. Her name is Katie. She's lovely and just as much of a horror junkie as we are. We are going to be reviewing Sleepaway Camp as our first movie, and I'm so excited because of how campy it is. It is just going to be the podcast, but hey, if it takes off, you might even see some commentaries from us that you can probably get for yourself. Do a watch
Buy our
of,
content.
baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god, everything is turning out Jinkles.
Yes. And last but certainly not least, our good boy Chase.
That's me. Hey all, Chase here. I've been playing Viper for the last 52 episodes. Well, not even 52, no. I mean, I was here since the beginning. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I was ruminating.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me over at Chasebeck on Twitter. You can find me over at Chasebeck on YouTube and at the Chasebeck, where I'm contemplating whether to appease corporate overlords to get a funny green drink. But more importantly, keep your eye out for the first episode of Camp Body Count coming next week. Very excited for that. I still feel very underwhelmed in terms of just sort of like horror know-all, but I hope I'll fit in well and survive this time. Haha, funny joke because black people often die in horror movies. Anyway, that's me.
Oh my god.
A lot of NDA stuff that I can't talk about right now, but things are coming up, Chase.
Yeah.
I promise I'm going to talk about it eventually, but
Eventually.
you'll have to wait till next year for that.
But yeah, thanks again everybody for coming.
Anyway, back to you, Kevin.
Yes, again, thanks everybody again for coming by. We appreciate the raids and the follows and all the love and support. This is huge just passion campaign of mine, and I'm just stunned what we've accomplished all just this year, and next year is going to be insane. And yeah, I look forward to see what we do with these rascals again. Shout outs to them, all the artists involved, Aaron Schmidt, there's Kat Peterson, there's Sky Hammer. I'll put them all in the future descriptions for all the art stuff. Go check them out. They really deserve all the support for making this game fucking just all that more immersive. But remember, as always, wear your masks, stay safe, get vaxxed, wash your hands. We love you all so very much. And remember, as always, may the rolls be with you. Good night.
See you next year.
See you next year, everyone.
See you next year, guys.
Ba-da.